Welcome, boys and girls, to the somewhat compromised southern wing of the Stinkbug Works. By somewhat compromised, I mean we have background noise from a couple of computer fans on the battery discharging sequence, and these computer fans are running at almost, but not quite, the same RPM. And I have all my junk to be put away, so the square area of the Stinkbug Works is somewhat reduced. However, since I like these small boats, that really isn't that big of a problem. I have put the longer rudder back on the mechanism here, and I also did this. There's a brass bushing in here, and it has a water inlet here. So I took a soft tube and I knocked that brass bushing out, and I drilled out this hole here so I could get a better inlet. That's the weak point of this whole system, is the inlet isn't very big. I almost doubled the flow by massaging this inlet here, and I upsized this a bit too. That's the only drawback about these. They pick up water, but not a whole lot. But, you know, I was thinking today, I watched Big B pushing big props, and every time you do, if you build a boat for speed, you're going to break stuff. I mean, you just are. And I'm trying to build more for reliability, and really what I want is ease of maintenance and never have to go out and rescue them. That's why I'm tending towards self-righting boats. So there's going to be a lot of more self-righting in the future. Talking about this for a moment, once I got done working on this, I brought out all my metric tubes, and it doesn't fit. It fits, here's 3/16 tube. It fits imperial sizes. Hello. Who'da thunk? Thinking about drive lines, I'm going to use this little cable, and I don't know if I want a liner or not. I just don't know. So that's food for thought. Liner, I might actually be more prone to getting water in there, just because water can get between the tube or the liner and the stuffing tube. I don't know. I'll give it some thought. Speed controls. As I was digging through the boxes, the Dynamite 30, that's a good little speed control. I may put this one in lieu of this larger but less favorably rated speed control. So we'll see. I may set it up. I could use either one. Now, here's the real deal. I made the coolest motor mount ever. Now, when the motor's down inside of there, you know the bitch it's going to be to get at motor mounting screws. I mean, do you know what a bitch it's going to be to get in there and try and tighten those up? So, homie, don't play that. Check this out. Now, these are the thicker carbon fiber legs. Why did I use the thicker carbon fiber? This is like 4 millimeter thick. It's some heavy stuff. Well, it's not that I need all that strength, and I am paying a very small weight penalty. But the reason I did that is so that I could machine a groove in the motor mount, in the side of the motor mount, and insert this clamp into the carbon fiber legs. So this cannot go anywhere. You can see I cut about, maybe a 1/16 of an inch deep. And that same groove holds onto the top of this thing. This thing is rock solid. It's not going anywhere. And it's easy to get at my motor mount screws, and it's just these two nuts. This, it's such a tight fit. It just barely slips on here, but this is how to mount a motor in a little tiny boat. One last thing. Yeah, I was concerned about this motor, but you know what? Like I said a moment ago, I'm building for durability and not all-out speed. If I were building for all-out speed, I'd put that 1107 new motor and run it on 3S. That would be all-out speed. But, that little white boat, the reason it no longer exists is it had way too much power. As soon as I opened up power, it became uncontrollable. And now I might have been able to do some tuning and help it stay on the water, but that was just too much for it. Too much indeed. So with this, my goal is to give it enough to go wow, but not so much it goes pow. Until next time, boys and girls, jet out.